Ogbono gets this. I'm sorry, Ogbono lovers,
Like
but
semo does not qualify to be in the conversation of swallows.
I have a question for you. Have you ever tasted this food? You can never guess the food I'm talking about, but have you ever tasted it? It is called Tuwo Shikafa.
No, I have never tasted. Now let's talk about the Yorubas, the Igbo soup.
Oh my god.
I feel like
The Igbos will not kill me.
bro, I was just about to say that.
Just
That's
marry an Igbo girl. I swear. You know
half of your problems are solved.
I swear. No vex. So
I think, half of your problems don't already
I think
go.
when an Igbo girl cooks for you, she spikes the drink and the food and everything. You'll be following all Igbo girls all the days of your life.
When you also went to Onikpan and cold called and I was like, bro, I just ate one AMALA.
I'm okay. That's the place.
He called me and I was like,
that
you
woman
have
at Onikpan.
you have to come here and eat this.
Guys, now this is directly at you. I promise you. See, if you go to Nipan and you buy that AMALA, I'm okay.
By the way, this is not a paid advert.
I swear it's not a paid. I swear to God. If you go and taste the AMALA and you don't like it, come back. Reach out to me. I'll give you your money back. Any amount you must have. I will give you. In fact, I'll give you times 3. Hello, everyone. Good day, and welcome back to Inside Spice. And today we'll be talking about a very luxurious topic. Now, this topic I call it luxurious because, I mean, when you hear it, you say wow. But let's just come to introduction. I'm Oluwakorede by name, and that is
SQ.
SK Omopa.
That's why
All right, let's go. Let's dive into the topic. So today we'll be talking about Nigerian kitchen. I mean, the kind of foods we eat, what we like to eat. This topic is especially for the foodies and the one of the foodies. I'm not going to talk about the glutons, but I only mentioned foodies. I don't have food. I don't know that
is very close. It's a borderline with a gluton. Very close to being a gluton.
Okay, now let's get started. Now, so for me, yeah, I'm just going to start with my best food. My best food is abula. I did not say amala. SK, what's your best food first?
I would not say Abula because, but Amala. I think Amala is the. I know there is a huge difference between the Abula and the Amala, but I don't think I've had the luxury of going back to back with Abula,
Wait,
unlike Amala.
So your best food is amala. My one is abula. When I say abula, I mean it's a long story. See, okay, look at this.
This is the person that said he's not a glutton, but he has a long story with.
I'm going to say this. And I want every restaurant to forgive me for this. And I'm going to praise the bookers. Now, this is what I mean. You see,
I feel like sorry for cut. I feel like there are some delicacies you don't go to restaurant to eat.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
In the booker.
I mean,
There's no fan, or the fan is blowing heat.
You need to sweat.
You need the sweat is a must.
How you go to chop abula and you know they sweat?
What are you eating?
What are you eating? Not be abula without.
At all.
Alright, now okay, that's just one part. I mean,
talking about our best food. That's the Nigerian food. You know, the Nigerian food, when it comes to our kitchen, I mean, it's very rich. What do you think?
Very, very rich. And I think one of the reasons why we have a very rich kitchen is because we have so many tribes in the country. So there are I remember the first time I tasted Superman, fisherman soup. Ha!
Kinjebe.
I don't know
And you
which
say me I be
tribe.
gluten. But I mean, just go on. Go on.
One thing I like,
bro.
sometimes when you go out, right, and you see the menu, you don't want to take something you've taken before. So I think it was in Lekki. I can't remember where. I just saw the menu and I was like, I've never had this thing. Let me try it. And I was right there. I was like, bro.
I mean, growing up, I never had to go to the booker. I didn't like it. I felt it was dirty. I'm not going to lie. I mean, my parents usually won against, so we don't eat outside, so it was more of a restaurant thing.
Yeah.
But when I enter school, this sapa know me. We sapa na kutu by two. Now my friend carry me go book and say, "Mo go chop rice." Now from rice you start. I swear, now from rice.
I don't know if you know this woman in OAU, New Booker.
Okay, so guys, we both finished from OA. So.
Okay, yeah, for context, we both. There's this woman in OAU. I mean, when we're in school, I think they call her Yaila. I can't remember.
At AP, right?
No, not AP, no, on campus.
New
Booker.
I don't know.
Every time after my basketball game, Saturdays, we used to play basketball.
Yeah.
I take bike from Sport Complex directly. There was one day, as I got there, right, she just pounded the yam. I slept after. I slept in her shop.
You slept in her shop? What?
I was a regular customer every Saturday. She just did that SK wow, SK shop.
Oh my God.
She knew me, part 1, part 2. I would always turn up.
Damn.
So I think that day I had played. I think it was one of those unfortunate games where I probably played against somebody like Oshobisi. You know Oshobisi Unguarded.
That guy.
You play against somebody like that. And
that's another topic for another day.
And you just know you're going to have a very bad game.
Okay.
You are going to hate yourself. So so I took bike straight from Sports Complex straight down to Yaila. Ate the pounded yam. And I was like, Ejoshimolik, bag me see in the shop being Mukofe lie down there. Bro,
and that was the end.
For like 30, 45 minutes, I woke up and I was like, yes,
let's it.
Start the day.
That is it. I mean, that's a restart into the day.
I'm telling you, so Nigerian kitchen is a very, very rich scenario.
I mean, that's why most times I just look like, why are Ghanaians comparing their jollof with our jollof? Like, how? We own the jollof rice.
I feel like half the time they just do it to just get in the conversation.
I believe, and I totally succumb because how?
When we even talk about jollof, there are a few ingredients of jollof that you cannot even. One of the reasons why you cannot make party jollof in the house excellently well is that number one, it has to burn.
It has to burn.
If your party, I'm telling you, if it doesn't burn, it's not jollof rice.
It's not jollof.
It's jollof.
It's jollof. There's jollof rice.
It's jollof.
Jollof rice.
Now let's talk about the Yorubas, the Igbo soup.
Oh my God.
I feel like
the Igbos will not kill me. Jesus.
Bro, I was just about to say that.
Just marry an Igbo girl. I swear,
half of your problems are solved.
I swear. No vex. You go just
half of your problems already.
I think when an Igbo girl cooks for you, she spikes the drink and the food and everything. You'll be following all Igbo girls all the days of your life.
Straight up. Like
I can never forget Cynthia. Hey, what the naka?
I remember at
your heart. You remember?
You did.
Cynthia cool.
Nah. They just can't.
No,
they just know.
Cook.
Apart from that, they have diverse soups, bro.
Very, very
like they are more diverse they have more diverse soups than we do. I think we have monopoly of we like pepper too much.
Pepper too much, and
pepper for you go see pepper for chin. You don't know now your man get the company. You see pepper did everything. I did everything.
I
remember one time when Goethe Institute. I don't know if you remember. Then Abdul made noodles that day, and he didn't want to share it. Right. So this is one of the craziest stories. I'm sorry, Abdul, if you ever watch this. He bought 2 noodles.
Okay.
He bought 15 naira. This was in like 2019. So imagine how 15 naira at Agungun would be. Then he used the 2 of them. He used a whole one inside the noodle because he didn't want to share. And he ate everything. That's a Yoruba man. Because there's no you'd grow up in a Yoruba home and you're not eating pepper every day. Bro, you have to eat pepper. And we need to do better. We need to explore. There's still late for that now. Really.
No, but I'm chill with the pepper. It's a sign of. It's a thing of identity, Zach. Like you said, when you see
Right.
pepper in chips and all
You
that,
just
you
know,
know it's a Yoruba.
now Yoruba
I
man
mean,
get this thing.
then it's our culture. Like, yeah, we are the pepper them gang. Say you the one me, we the
So,
always pepper.
now let's go to to rating our. So what
Yeah,
would you say is your okay? You've already said Abula, right?
Abula.
Right off the bat, right? So
Yeah.
we'll be taking your top 5, right? So I
Mm.
don't want you to mention like jollof rice or all that, right?
Swallows. You want me to go swallows?
Yes. Now
Okay, if I'm going swallows, I'll take Abula number 1.
Yeah.
Second would come pounded yam.
Yeah, I agree
Pounded
with
yam
that.
and egusi soup. No, that thing.
That
See,
combo.
see,
And
pounded yam
the
and
the,
the
Abula
combo.
has to go with what?
The abula is a combination on its own. It's the
Of
amala and the soup together.
now which soup this time?
That's what I'm saying. Abula is amala, egusi, begiri, and stew, and all the roundabout and everything.
This is
That's
a well brought up man.
abula.
Just
That's
so you know,
abula.
is
You know, yeah, abula ni amambunya dem Allah.
Oh my god! I see. I wasn't like when I said you're
Bro.
borderline gluten.
Bro, no, forget that shit, bro. I might not be a gluten for other kind of foods,
But for Amala,
abula,
you're like there.
gluten,
I'm there.
gluten at its
And
peak.
my current Abula spot in Allen, you took me there.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I remember when you went.
that was just I don't.
I remember when you also went to Onikpan and Cold called and was like, bro, I just ate one Amala.
I'm okay. That's the place.
He called you and he was like,
that
you
woman
have
at Onikpan.
you have to come here and eat this.
Guys, now this is directly at you. I promise you. See, if you go to Nipan and you buy that amala, I'm okay.
By the way, this is not a paid advert.
I swear it's not a paid. I swear to God, if you go and taste the amala and you don't like it, come back. Reach out to me. I'll give you your money back. Any amount you must have. I will give you. In fact, I'll give you times 3 because that amala is. I don't know. Sorry, Abula.
It's just too good. It's just
too good.
Now you've mentioned Abula 1, pounded yam 2nd.
Pounded yam. I want to say something about pounded yam. Yeah. For me, pounded yam is not just about the pounded yam and the soup. It's delicious. It's nice when it's well cooked. The color actually attracts me. The white and the yellowish thing is so beautiful.
I think
especially
it's
when you
makes, sometimes when you like something, it's not about the packaging. It's just those tiny details that just like
details. I mean, when you pamper the amala, like you pack it.
You cannot see those yellow spots.
Like this. You not see one big thing coming like drum.
Nice. So what's your third one?
Okay, number 3 for me will come semo, and the reason why it's semo is because I know how to prepare semo.
You grew up in Lagos, yeah?
Of course, bro.
You see, when you meet Lagos people, you just know them. I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in Lagos too, but you just know them. They're the ones that will tell you something like semo does not qualify to be in the conversation of swallows. Not that we have what is it called? Not that we have that many swallows. But semo is like an afterthought of swallows.
I did wait for you. Yeah, what's your
like an afterthought of swallows?
When it comes to your time, we'll talk about what your top 3 games first.
We don't even have that many. But go on. Okay, you said I'm not restricting you to just swallows now, right?
Oh, I thought we were talking about just swallows.
You can. No.
Oh, if I'm going to talk about everything, semo won't be my number 2, and
that number
pounded
3
yam also won't be my number. So won't be my number 3.
But you started already, so let's go. What's your number 4 now?
So let me pick number 4. I'm going to put I love beans.
Yeah.
I love beans and fried. Beans and dodo. Not fried
right.
plantain.
So because we both schooled and we were in the same department.
Yeah.
I don't like beans. Never been a fan of it. Throughout my 6 years, I studied a 4-year course anyway. Throughout my 6 years on campus, right? The only time I ate beans for 2 weeks straight was when I visited Co. and I was in this place for 2 weeks, and every day I ate beans. I was like, what is going on?
But I mean, the beans give you this, you know what I'm saying? The beans they give liver because it'd be like kidney, no be liver.
There's nothing beans is. If I were having a bad day, right, especially now that this Lagos traffic, and I come home to beans, I would genuinely cry.
You have the worst dish.
I can't imagine coming home from work and you just serve me beans. I would assume that
You don't like me.
you definitely don't
No,
like
but for
me.
me, beans does it. I mean, when I take beans and fried plantain, that's dodo. And then you just have one chill Pepsi. Oh my God, man. That shit is nice. Yeah, I'm going to put as my number 5, although it has never been my number 5. Never thought about it. But I'm just going to put it because it just came to my mind now. Risky. Shout out to OAU and all great IFEs and great IFE and great student, great test. Oh my God.
Risky.
Risky
What?
is good.
Risky.
Risky is just I think is what the Yinla guys call mishai or something like that. You just you open the
You open the
bread,
bread,
you
put the
put the egg
egg, fry,
inside,
fry
and
the egg,
you
then you
join
close it,
everything together.
then you
And
eat
there's a
it
way
up.
you fry the egg. You don't stir it. You just put it, you let it come in round, and then you insert it. There's if you pour it inside the bread, it's a different thing. But so you insert it inside the bread and fry two of them together. Now, to finish it, after you carry down, now get like cold chilled chivita or something. Just put
Now on
everything
campus, I don't
together.
think we had the luxury of always drinking chivita to Risky's really.
Yeah, but we only used Pepsi and
And
Sprite
bottled
and,
water
Coke
and
and bottled water. Yeah.
Sprite on the very good days.
On good days, like I swear, on the very
On the
good
very good
days.
days, on the normal,
But that's like
on
the
the average day, you
best for
just
me.
down
I
pure
mean,
water to
it was part of the highlights for me at school.
Nah, I don't.
Risky.
I was never a fan of Risky's.
I
Really.
was
No, I mean
always
even now
you don't like bread,
I don't like bread that
so
much. So
that's where your
Risky was
problem started
just
from. But for me, I've always
Risky
loved
is-
bread.
risky. So for my top 5, one top of the list is Amala, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just Amala is just that's
Gives.
I don't know how to explain it, right? But I remember when year 1, year 2, whenever I was going home like this, right? I would call my mom and be like, mommy, mom, born Leo.
Amala.
I don't even need to tell her. Like she just knows what to do.
Amala.
And I'm coming, right? Then, right, because of the bed bug, right? You're not allowed to come home and you have to like remove your stuff.
Everything stay outside.
So as soon as I'm getting to the compound, I'm removing my clothes, putting on new ones, going directly to the kitchen to meet
catch the
my
chicken.
amala and begiri. You know.
Alright. So, wait. One of the reasons why I don't like ogbono, like since you've mentioned ogbono now, I don't really like ogbono. First, it's not because it's draw. I like draw soup, but the fact that it just doesn't give me the vibe of being. I don't know. Ogbono no get steez. I'm sorry, ogbono lovers, but
You
I
know,
feel ogbono no get steez.
have you ever heard this saying that, when people jokingly say things on Twitter and they're like, oh, when I become president, I'm going to ban this and ban that. If I were like a politician, I would use my connection to make sure like they like jail you for what you just said. This thing in Ogbono comes from you cannot if you cook blank soup, like you don't put those 7 lives. You know what they call when they say efoile memeji.
Yeah.
When you cook, let's say Ogbono ele memeji, with every what's it called? With every scoop, and Ogbono goes well with eba, right? The yellow eba, right? With every scoop, you're probably scooping like pomo and one tiny piece of inwero. It is just man, I don't know. For somebody that at first you seem so cultured, and I was like, oh my god, Jerry. But right now, I think I take back.
So
take
now I'm
take
not
it back.
cultured because of ogbono.
Yes.
If I stole me my phone.
I think I also mentioned Edika Eko, right? I think I've only had it once or twice, and it was just one of those many moments, I think one I had it in Farm City. Although somebody still mentioned to me that what you had was like what we were saying earlier, that sometimes when you go and take something in a restaurant,
Don't.
it's different from Booker, right? So it was like that Farm City on safe going. Still as bad as still bad as make you don't go the real source.
Go the real source.
but regardless, I still liked it, right?
Do you think either Bashi will be able to prepare amala or
Don't go there. She's a Guinness. What's it called? she's a Guinness record
Record holder.
holder.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I feel like
Wait, that's not my point. I mean, if she opens a restaurant, I believe she should be able to meet up to standard.
yes now, like bro, you cannot
But I
get
think
to.
we should not go to restaurant. But
But I feel like
okay.
I feel like maybe it's the the middle class restaurant that hasn't caught up to that level yet. So this reminds me of one video that Techno made it years ago. They went to a cold hotel and they gave him Eba, and the Eba was cold and stony. Then they made a video and they uploaded it to Instagram. That see video, we see Eba when they give me. So yeah, maybe there's that part too. But when you go to those top guy stuff, I believe they should give you
Okay, but I
top
want to
level
ask
stuff.
this, yeah. Like I earlier mentioned like growing up, I was not really a fan of eating outside. I would never have done that. I mean, if I were alone and I had all the money in the world, I'd rather go to a restaurant. Okay, that's still eating outside. Okay, let me do it like this. I would never have gone to a booker to eat. I would rather go to a restaurant to get me something to eat. And in fact, while I was young, I would eat snacks and not food. Maybe that's why I'm still this slim. What the food I'm not chop now I never chop up.
Yeah,
But
I
no,
was
don't
I've
talk
been one
anything.
talking to, but I don't
You
forget
are
say
abuse
me
me.
and
Don't
you
talk
say
anything.
skinny.
But you see, now this is my question: would you rather eat out or cook your food?
I think at this point where I am now, right, I think I would always stay cooking your food, right? Because one, right, I think when you eat out, right, there are places that okay, see that spot where you carry me go for a that day. There are days where I have soup for freezer, right?
Mm-hmm. You just go, just carry about just
I could just use it and say, oh my, I'll go chop this woman bakery today. There was
like
one day I was in the office in Yaba, and I just like the bakery was just in my head. That woman's bakery just in my head. I see, I can't go chop this woman bakery. I left Yaba
are
down
you
to
waiting?
Okwebi.
Oh, baby, because I'm begging.
No, I left work earlier because I was supposed to close like 5. So I took a break like 3. I just ran out of the office.
Yes,
But it
go
was
check.
straight to Okwebi. That
Okwebi, go
Ogbono,
back.
that bakery within my head. But there are times where I think it depends on Ogbono now. I prefer to cook Ogbono at home because I feel like I like the way I make it.
Yeah,
Sprinkles, small
maybe that's why
vegetable
you
in
like
it.
it. I don't even have to
Right.
prepare ogbonna. I'm
Yeah,
probably
that's that part.
I didn't like it, so I
It's only
didn't bother.
beans this guy can cook. He can cook beans so well, bro.
Thank you
Anything
very much.
outside that, zero. So now I think now let's rate.
Oh, which one is just be my? Don't
No,
worry.
since you feed me
Don't
beans
worry.
for 2 weeks, bro, I don't ever forget. 2 weeks straight, I just dey wake up. My guy don't serve me beans, bro. Second day beans, 2 weeks.
I mean, but I see shall feed you. You know, be like some people where you go now, you go cook your food.
Guy. Yeah, so you still feed me. Oh. Yeah. But at that time, now school we been doing, also I be understand.
You be
Now
like, no,
just
understand. If you have to see it
don't like side get choice.
Oh god. Okay, but then yeah. I mean, let's move away from this swallow regime. I mean, swallow is like the main Nigerian dish, if you ask me, because you
Yeah.
won't find it anywhere else in the world.
I think it's more
Okay,
like
you
swallow
will,
complements
you
our
will,
soups
you
too.
will. But I mean, for example, in Cote d'Ivoire, when I was in Cote d'Ivoire at that time, the last time I was there, what I was able to, what the equivalent for swallow was this atake or be atik or atwik. I've forgotten how it's pronounced. Atake. So I mean, eating is not swallow like we know it. It's not like our amala. You know, amala is already made. You just pack and then
Yeah.
this one be like breadcrumbs that are many.
So
But
you
when
have
you
to
take
mold
it,
it.
you mold it with your hand and then
That's
you grind it
crazy.
into bullocks and put it in your mouth. I'm like, I tasted it. I didn't like it, but it is like their best delicacy there. Now I don't know why I did not like it maybe
No, I don't think you're used to it now. It's like something strange would
it was
always be
no,
strange.
but then if it were nice, it would still be nice. Even
No,
though
no, no. Imagine
okay,
somebody.
it is nice. It is nice.
Imagine
But
it's somewhere like imagine like a Jamaican coming here, and you put like you like to say it right, abula,
uh,
right in front of them,
uh,
and they taste it
they're
and they're
not
like,
born away. Wallahi, they're not born away. You
no,
go
no,
like him.
no. Not because your taste bud on they used to am already.
No, forget it. But see, if Jamaican come here, it's about if I do Gary from and put sugar, put me good. You know, born away, you go like her.
So
Anybody.
now going to another thing I would like to talk about is I don't know why fufu keeps getting this international recognition. Fufu does not in any way deserve
this
that
kind of reminds me
recognition.
of a colleague of mine. I hope she sees this video. I do hope she sees the video.
If you're watching,
Yeah, if you're watching, blessing, this is for you. I mean, she is a very good ambassador of fufu. Oh my god, this girl brings fufu to the office, takes it to the kitchen in the office, warms it, and then she literally eats fufu. So once you are entering the kitchen at the
I'm
office,
smelling it.
you're getting the blessings in the kitchen.
I don't.
Blessing in the kitchen, blessing the kitchen with the fufu smell. Oh my god, blessing.
I stand on
likes
it that
fufu.
fufu doesn't deserve that international recognition.
I
It
don't know
gets.
about that. I'm indifferent
No,
about
because
fufu.
I don't know. I just feel like they are more worthy worthy
What-
swallows.
I
He kind of agrees, but you know.
okay. You see, yeah, I mean, Amala for me is a worthy opponent. Fufu is a very good meal. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'm indifferent about it, but looking at it here, fufu is really good. It tastes nice. I mean, especially with nice soup. But Amala is just, I don't know, it just gives me this feel. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what my obsession with Abula is
Yeah.
exactly.
You have a very
But
unworthy obsession with
but you
it.
see that fufu is nice, and I would pick fufu over eba.
I feel like Eba came out of they say necessity is the mother of all invention.
Yeah.
I feel like that was what bred
That's
Eba,
what
or
Eba-
more like desperation. Eba should have never
Out of mistake. Maybe the person just said.
was trying to
"Let-
do
let
Gary.
me-
He
yeah,
just
let me-
told
let me
us
try
all that.
hot water today. I was eating not strong.
It doesn't move.
Yeah, you don't like them.
Nah,
Eba.
Eba does not. That's why I've never even mentioned it. It should not be in the conversation of swallows.
I'm sorry, Eba. No, but Gary. Actually, let's leave this swallow.
Gary is a rich meal.
It's very rich.
But I just think it's because one of the reasons why we don't enjoy it is because we're a poor country and people always look down on Gary.
I never
At
looked down Gary.
especially as a student or an average Nigerian hustling youth, Gary must have turned up for you see, Gary is like the natural antidote. When you are hungry, Gary did it. When you are drunk, they'll say, pour Gary for mouth. Gary is just like that guy.
You know,
Just that guy that is there for you.
there was this time while we're in school. There was these guys came to do their year abroad in Ife. They were from Benin Republic, and then we just got talking. They were trying to learn English, study
Yeah.
English. I mean, and then they wanted to do the whole practical in Ife. I still don't know why they came to the village, but that's by the way. So I mean, and then I asked this guy, "Do you guys know what Gary is? Have you ever?" They were like, "What's Gary?" And then when I showed him, like, I forgot the name they call it, but he said in their area, what they call it is student food. Gary is a lifesaver, bro.
Yes, now
Gary is legit a lifesaver.
Gary's your
You see,
guy.
aside the fact that you take it when you're finally broke, it is so fast.
That's one.
It is very
And that's
fast
the
to
point.
prepare.
Right.
You just pour the Gary, pour the water, pour the sugar, pour the milk, pour the
You're done.
granite. Food is ready. I mean, and it is
Have you ever
nice.
entered kitchen sometimes and you're like you're too tired to cook? I just look around, milk,
Just
sugar,
Gary.
they
Oof.
just back. You're done.
You're done, bro. And then you now mix it. I mean, see, there's Gary and there's Gary. There's the guy. There's the Poma. Don't let me use Poma. There's the student
Let's Gary. Yeah, the one
and
you
then-
just
and
take
there's
and
just living the life. I mean, just
The one you
after
take
school,
out
guy.
of, make
Yeah,
I drink
make
Gary.
I
I
drink
feel like say make I
Gary. I
drink
feel like
Gary.
say make I drink Gary. There's that
Yeah,
one.
there's that one, yeah.
There's I got to drink Gary.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
man just drink Gary. Man just drink Gary. So you now put the milk, the sugar,
But that
the
I feel
banana.
like say make I. That's why you won't like. I get one woman with a selfish. Make I
Yeah,
use that.
man, eat shocker
Yeah,
or
yeah.
meat or I mean and stuff or moi moi. Now coming to moi moi anyways, I heard from someone that moi moi is a snack. I don't know what to say.
More like. I don't know if it. Yeah, it's just like toppings. I don't know if it qualifies for a toppings or I'm just speaking outrightly, but yeah, maybe a snack because it's just something you just like
My
just
the question is for you, is moi moi a snack?
what
I
do you
know we
think
could
about
snack
it.
on moi moi, but is it exactly a snack?
But it's
I mean,
not a
I would
full
rather
meal.
call akara a snack.
Nakar is definitely a snack.
I mean, I feel like trying for just
I'm about to not like okay. Oh my god, this you did give me memories when we were in boarding school, right? On Friday night, you eat moi moi. Right, so they served in moi moi in polythene bags, nylon, small nylons like this. So you take it, you open it from the mouth, and
you press it,
you just
suck
suck it out of it. And once you're done, you just drink water and so
my
yeah, moi moi is a snack.
God. Rugged life.
I'm telling you, okay,
Bro.
like so yeah, moi moi is definitely.
Oh, I mean, think of it here. I mean, Nigerians, we have a lot of things. We have moi moi, we have akara, we have chin chin. Okay, every other person might have chin chin, but we have so many things. Come on.
Yeah. I think
Like we have so many. Our kitchen is filled, is well stock fish.
and
all
yes,
of
yes.
this.
And I think more another thing is that I think it's always the fact that we have so many tribes, man. So we have been able to like collect from different. There's still always this argument if egusi is for the Yorubas or for the Igbos and all that.
Drop that argument.
But
So
bro,
once
as
everybody
long
dey
as
chop.
say they chop,
As long as I dey chop, many people want, if they want carry am, I dash you. As long
If-
as I dey
do you
chop.
get? So I think that
I
is
don't
what
really
has
care.
enriched our kitchen really.
Yeah,
Like so
I
many
mean,
tribes coming together to form one
exactly,
country.
our kitchen is well stocked.
Man, our kitchen is well
Oh.
stocked.
So now, we're coming to the end of the show. Yeah. So this is what we're going to do as the last part of the show. Is this? I'm just going to give a list of Nigerian foods, and you just give me your ratings.
All right, let's go.
I'll
let's
give
go.
you mine too, though. But
Yeah.
give yours first. So I'll start with Abula.
That's a God's giving.
10 over 10.
That's 10 over 10, 11 over 10, 12 over 10. That's God's giving. God gave us that meal. So yeah, that's
this
that's the undisputed champion.
exactly.
Like just that guy.
Leave it there.
Let's
The
leave-
protected-
exactly.
The protected eye.
Uh,
Okay, then pounded yam.
I would say 10. Really, like my mom is a kitty, right? So I grew up eating pounded yam, and I think pounded yam has lost its art now that there's poundo yam and all that. But
you're
yeah,
from Muduse, right?
yeah, I'm from
Do you use
Modesty.
pupuru?
Oh my! Let me tell you one time this thing happened in school. One of my best trips, right? Oh God, I love this story so much. So remember that your roommate, AY?
Yes.
Yeah. So he just got back from home. Right? He went visiting. Then he came back. He gave me one like a bowl of kokoro, right? Then I remember Taiwo was on break, right? I had his apartment to myself, right? So that day I went to the market. I got vegetable, got everything, cooked nice kokoro for myself. I was about to eat. Then someone called and was like, "Hey, what's up? Are you at home? Right? I'd like to come around." Right. No. This is where it gets interesting with it, right? So I was like, yeah, sure. Come on. I mean, I was excited. I was just cooking and all that. Then the person came around. Then it didn't go down so well because I think at some point they didn't come on time, and I was trying to eat, and I was like, bro, where you did now? I want chop. I just turned off my phone, bro. Cause last time I had kukuru was like maybe 8 years ago before then. And you know that feeling where you don't already set table and somebody just knocks and you're like, oh I don't know this though. Because I was trying, what you did now? This food I want chop. I just turned off phone.
before me. You can't knock Ogbeni, they go your house.
So yeah, pukuru too. I'll give pukuru a 10/10, bro. It's a top swallow, but I don't think many people have tasted it. Really.
Yeah, I think it's
So think about it. We come from the same hometown.
Yeah, it's an Ondo delicacy.
Yeah, it's an Ondo delicacy.
I mean, while I was young, my mom used to cook it, but I didn't really. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
my
like
dad
it.
loved
I'll
it,
probably
man.
try to take it again one of these days.
And I think I still had it sometimes last year. But go on. Let's start the
Okay,
next one.
so Eba.
Nah, that's a 2/10. Although I have to say there are times where 1 a.m. in the night, I'm
Yeah.
hungry. I go to the freezer, draw out a bowl of something, and look around, and I can't make amala. I cannot even lie. I don't know how to make that guy. And I like, you know, about I just, we're just going to settle for it.
I make Hamada so well. I do. But for me, yeah,
Eba is that babe that you call when like every other babe is busy. You're just like, hey, what's up?
Now food you talk, now food now they talk.
Oh my god. I'm serious. If I that babe that you call when your other babes are not available, I just like,
in as much as I don't really like it, but I'll still give you about a 5 for me though. About a 5. How about fufu? Let me first tell you, fufu for me is going to be reading that 8.
Nah, I don't think. I think I'll give fufu like a 5.
5?
Yeah, I never liked fufu growing up. I never did.
I have this question for you. Have you ever tasted this food? You can never guess the food I'm talking about, but have you ever tasted it? It is called tuwo shikafa.
No, I have never tasted. Is that good? This guy what?
Oh my god, it's good.
Are you serious?
Especially when it's hot.
When did you explore?
Tuwo shikafa. That was even before I entered the uni. Before I got into the uni, my mom used to bring tuwo shikafa because my mom served in Jos. My dad was always working in Kebbi, so he was always around. So I mean, I don't know how they got to meet. Maybe they probably met somewhere in the northern Nigeria, and then voila, they came together. And I think tuwo shikafa was a thing for them. So
it's a food common in northern part of the country.
At some point when I was young, tuwo shikafa was just coming up. I mean, I was wondering.
Was it a recurring thing?
I just
bring out one from nowhere.
Which one be tuwo shikafa? But then at some point, saying, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I never. So what would you rate it?
I give tuwo like 8.
Oh
Yeah,
wow! I've never had it.
Solid
I think this goes back to when I said that a lot of the meals we have is just because we're a very large country, man.
Exactly.
A large country, so this food just like find their way to your table.
How about semo?
Nah, semo is not a swallow really. Semo is a Lagos. It's like they said, onje ekon semo. Say it's food for Lagosians.
And who says?
That's what I heard when
Let the person come and tell me to my front.
But he grew up in Lagos, like. See, you're just proving the point.
I don't even care. Anyways.
So I'll give semo like a 5.
I don't really care. All I know is I eat my semo and I'm happy.
How about you? What would you give semo?
Semo for me is gonna be 8.5.
That's pretty high.
Yep.
That's very high.
Yeah, nigga. This it's supposed to be high, nigga. It's 8.5 for me, nigga. Alright. How about wheat?
Well, I had a lot of wheat growing up. I don't know, man. Maybe I would give wheat a solid 7. Maybe 8. Maybe 8. My dad loved wheat, and I would say growing up I ate more wheat than eba. Maybe that's why I didn't like eba, because I started eating eba when I got to the uni, so it felt like, Jesus, guy, I'm back to this guy.
If wheat was the only food in this world, I would never eat it. I'll fast. I'll do fasting and prayer for the rest.
That's how I feel about semo.
I would never eat wheat. Never. I hate wheat.
Boy,
Jesus, I hate wheat.
Is a good meal, bro.
I know it's a good meal. I know it's nutritious, but I don't like it. I hate wheat.
But you like
Jesus
semo?
Christ. But I prefer semo. Semo is chill.
Tomato, really.
Semo is cool. Like, semo is cool-headed. Wheat is hot-headed. Bro,
Ow.
I hate wheat. I don't know why. I just hate it. Like, I think there's this kind of hatred. I just hate it. I don't know.
I'm
And I'm not even
speechless
going to
at this
give it a
point.
2. I won't give it a 1. I won't even give it 0. Minus 2000.
So I take my rating back about what I said about Semo. Semo should be
That's so
non-existent.
petty.
I mean it should be non-existent. So let's go on.
Bro, I hate it. Okay. Let's check soups out, right? So how about egusi?
No, Egusi is a 10, man. Like
Stop notch.
top notch,
I'm
top
going to say
notch
this
soup.
food and I know you'll be like, hey, it's good, it's good,
What's
it's
it?
good, but I'll say nonetheless. Ogbono.
When made right, is Ogbono is one of those meals that you eat and you're like, you begin to sing some Yoruba songs.
Yeah.
Have you seen this video that this lady served this guy Ogbono soup, and the guy began to speak in tongue? Have you seen the video? You've not seen the video.
You could need to
Tell,
show
have you
that.
seen the video?
I ain't seen the
You need
video.
to look for that video. The guy took one scoop and was like, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, you are coming to heaven. Whether you righteous or you know righteous, that is what Ogbono opens the mind of a man. I'm telling you.
Really, nigga?
Yeah, we're good.
Nah. Okay. How about a foriro?
Nah,
Wait. Before I talk about it, let me give my rating for Ogbono. I'll give it a 2.
You have poor taste, bro. Like very, very poor taste.
Yeah, that's why I like you.
The oh god, that was supposed to feel bad. But regardless, you still have a poor taste. Regardless, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change. You still have a poor taste.
Okay. So I can see. Sorry, Ogbono.
For real.
A foriro.
Because I'm a Yoruba man, I think I'll go with the bias that a foriro is a 10 over 10.
Yeah, it's a 10.
And you could really make a foriro with egusi.
Yeah,
That guy goes.
See, normally I just love vegetables.
A foriro is a typical Yoruba man. Like anywhere he finds himself,
A foriro.
he survives. Yeah, so a 10 over 10, bro.
This is an Igbo meal. I don't know if you've had it before, but I have. Afang.
I just knew you were about to say afang. Yeah, afang is a very good soup,
It's
man.
nice.
Man, that's another.
When we were having our AAP when we were in school, that we had to come to Lagos.
Yeah,
The place I stayed, I didn't want to stay home because of distance.
yeah.
So
You
the
stayed
place
in campus.
Yeah, the place I stayed, there was no kitchen, so I had to buy food every day. There was this place I would buy the food. My God, this woman.
Was it afang you were always having?
mesmerized. Huh?
Was it afang you were always having?
Not always, but
But
most
most often.
times I would have afang. This one mesmerized me. She didn't traumatize me. I don't know what could be the opposite of traumatized, like in the good way.
Untraumatized.
She she made me happy basically with the afang soup, and then
Man,
I'll take the afang soup with
food is really
pounded yam.
the way to a man's heart, bro.
I swear.
Like sometimes you just
swear.
eat and you're just like,
I
God,
love you.
I'm telling you, like you just nah.
Let's just go.
Oh, yeah,
This
but let's
another
go.
one. Oha soup. I think
Uh,
I also add that too.
I don't
just
know what
can't
to
remember how
say.
it tastes. I don't know if I liked it.
Nah.
Ooh! One of my favorites. Here comes
Big.
pepper soup.
Yeah, pepper soup when made right with what do they call this?
Shout out to Genesis. Sorry, not Genesis. Black Bell restaurant. The one on the island. I don't know about I mean, there are many on the island. The one on Adiola Odeku Road beside Genesis. Shout out to y'all. Y'all make the best pepper soup ever. No, my mom makes better, but I mean, they try. But I love your pepper soup because I go there and I don't buy every day because I can't be taking pepper soup. But whenever I buy it, I'm happy. Like, it just
It
everything
just makes your
settled.
day.
It makes my day. So shout out to y'all. All right, how about you?
Nah, pepper soup is a top guy, bro. Especially when you take it.
To work.
Yeah, top boy, bro. Top boy. One of the top boys.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so banga soup. I don't think I've ever had banga soup though.
There are a lot of soups I've just never
Banga soup, nah.
had. I think I even had a friend one time that was willing to, make some of this soup. I was like, that time I was still so skeptical. Then I was still very skeptical about something. So I was like, nah. But now, bro.
How about okra soup? How do I feel about okra soup?
So alright. So You know this thing they call ilala sepo?
Yes.
So growing up, my father banned that soup. I think it traumatized him growing up. I think it traumatized him growing up. So he kind of banned it. Like, no, no, don't take,
No
don't.
more that's a no.
But I've had it like on 2 different occasions, bro. Bro, when cooked right, I just feel like when cooked right, any soup can be 10/10.
And let's check the last set of foods that we have here. And these are just like snacks and small drops. So what do you think about our buns?
Let me say this to the camera. When I say buns should be banned, and I mean it. I really mean it. I don't know what people say in buns. Puff is a snack. Buns is I don't know what Buns is doing. Like I don't know who founded this guy. So nah, Buns is not that. Buns is not that guy really.
For me, Buns is not that guy. I prefer Papa.
I don't know what
Buns
Buns is really.
Buns, I only take it out
Buns
of.
and Eba like brothers, like
Yeah, but it's better than Buns. Trust me.
they are
Alright.
distant cousins.
Whatever, Digga. Alright, cool. How about plantain chips?
Because of Lagos traffic, you really cannot avoid
You cannot
plantain chips, right?
exactly.
You know, it's
Oh,
a
wait,
lifesaver.
Wait, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Suya.
Nah, suya is
Yeah,
is
the main G, nigga.
yes, now, bro.
I mean, suya with the pepper. Well,
You don't.
pepper.
You want to cook noodles, you don't know what to do. Suya.
You want to eat bread and butter, you don't want to do suya. You want
Right.
to eat rice, suya.
You just want to eat something and drink water.
Suya.
Suya
You
is
don't have
just.
alcohol. Suya.
I'm telling you, bro. I just want to
swear.
step down. Suya
Suya.
is just. It's just.
You want to see a movie with your friend, suya. How about Kilichi? Kilichi is more like suya though.
Yeah.
But
Kilichi
Kilichi
is-
is crazier than suya. It's duper than suya on a high level, bro. Have you ever had abacha?
Yes. Yes, I have.
What do you think?
I don't know. No, not like I don't know really. It's a good meal. I wouldn't give it a 10/10. Perhaps because I've had people alright. You know, first time I had it, right, somebody kept on telling me, you're going to love it. And she made it for me, brought it for me. I had it and I was like, have you ever had some meals and you're like, how did you guys come up with who founded this
founded
meal?
this
Like,
food?
what were you looking
Was
for?
it a mistake?
Oh, you were exploring. Right, I think abacha was one of those things. But yeah, I think abacha is really good, really.
Still.
Nah, I don't want to say
But I
something
won't
that'll
give
make
it a
people.
10 though. I'll still give it like 7, 8.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the last food, let's talk about the last one. So the last one we'll be talking about today, before we finally end the show. I'm going to say thank you for coming.
Say thank you for coming. Thank you for watching.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
watching.
sticking with us.
But I believe you're here with us in spirit. That's why I said thank you for coming. I'm saying.
Yeah, thank you for watching once again.
So this question is going to be for you and for everyone out there. What do you think about our Dudu? DJ, play me Dudu Lele. Let's go. Dudu Lele. Ah, Dudu Lele. Yeah.